What's going
My
on, man?
brother's forgiven
Hey,
me.
what's up, man?
Key,
Chill.
Dr.
Episode
Hung,
number 3.
Brother Numsi
Yep.
has forgiven me.
Sorry for the delay on the
Dear
last
brother,
one. I had
thank
some
you,
technical
thank you,
difficulties trying to get that up.
Mwah.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, we back at it. How your week been? Or a couple weeks, whatever.
Has it been? It has been a couple weeks.
Been about 3.
Everything is good. Everything is good. It's getting hotter outside. I know that.
It's blazing.
Yeah, yesterday we went out and did some community service from like 1 to 3 in the sun. My daughter got a little bit blacker. I tried to get me a tan, but it wasn't working.
Yeah.
But it was all good. Went out there with the Urban League and Amazon. And went out there representing for, you know what I'm saying? Just being a good person, man. Just going out there and just volunteering.
That's good.
Yeah, handing out free hot meals.
Hot meals in the hot sun.
Exactly.
Should have been handing out ice cream.
Hey, man, it was free food. Free food.
Hopefully you gave out some water or something.
Up to the workers, yes. Yes.
That's what's up, man.
What about you?
Man, just been chilling. Kind of inadvertently moved into like the Twitch space.
Twitch.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine.
Kind of late on that, actually. Twitch has been out for a while.
Nah, I know, but like a friend of mine he's trying to get his following up and whatnot, and he's like streaming where he's on screen. You know what I mean? It's not just all gameplay. He actually shows his face. Go by Military Maverick. But anyway, I did some. He was at work and he asked me to do some drops for him to kind of just improve his overall experience, like a coming soon type screen, a logo for him, and then like a I'll be right back. So I did all that. And, he seemed pretty happy with it. I seen some of his stream where he was like showing it off. You know,
okay.
Like every time a couple people got into his room, he was like, hold on. Like he'd be in middle of gameplay playing Call of Duty, like, hold on, I gotta show you this because I'm happy about it, and then he'll show it. So I'm glad he's excited about it. I could already see on that stream that some other people were interested, so might do some more drops, get some money. You know what I mean? Just another revenue.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Use my talents for good. Yeah, man. But outside of that, since the last time we streamed, I'm gonna start on a sadder note, I guess I'll say. Friend of yours, good friend of yours, a friend of mine, Rashad Wilson. He passed away down in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
I met him through you originally, but he also joined the service, Air Force, and was a member at my base, not in my same unit, but he was at the base, so I saw him quite often. Even in trips. I remember one time I went to Memphis for an exercise and he was there, serving. I think he was serving food. I don't know what he was doing down there. I mean, he was in services, so I assumed that's what they were doing. But he's just a good dude. Anytime I saw him, we chopped it up for a hot second. But a lot of times it would be in passing. But yeah, man, like that whole experience of him passing has just been a rough one.
Man, it was I met him through Alpha, and he was my line brother, and the whole weekend was just a great experience, honestly. I mean, it was sad, but it was great because you get to see how many people one person actually touches throughout the world.
Yeah.
And he was a world traveler.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had got up and I explained at the viewing. I told him, I was talking about him, but I was talking to the rest of the people that was there from the fraternity and his family that, if I ever needed to go somewhere, I would ask him who should I call in whatever location I was in, because he knew everybody.
Yeah.
So no matter if you was in states or if you was international somewhere, he knew somebody somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him it was between him and another friend. His name is Warren. See, between those two, if I needed to call somebody to say, hey, I'm going to the Virgin Islands, or hey, I'm going to Jamaica or the Bahamas, or I might even be going back to Japan. You know anybody over there? Oh yeah, make sure you hit up so-and-so and they'll take care of you.
Yeah. Type
stuff. So he was in a lot of different organizations. Rough Riders, of course, Air Force, Alpha. He was a Mason.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of different organizations that he was involved in, but he touched everybody in each one of those different groups.
Right.
And then his reach was very vast and wide. And for me, it got me thinking like, hey, are you touching people's lives like that?
Yeah.
For me personally. And in my circle, I could say yes. But outside of that, am I helping? And one of my, I think, cliches for, New Year resolutions is, one of mine was, New Year resolution was to help people connect dots. I wanted to be a people connector.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah. So have I really been doing that this year in this COVID space? Not really, but it's still one of the things that I wanted to do. And that actually just brought it back, full circle whenever this happened. It's like, Lamar, you need to make sure you're doing what you said that you was going to do, which was connect to some people.
Right. I mean, looking at his life and all that he was able to accomplish in a short amount of time. Which,
he was only 40.
Yeah.
He'll be 41 this year.
Yeah. So just seeing that, it just kind of, it makes you look at your own life and see, whether or not you're doing enough, whether you, like you said, you touching enough people.
Mm-hmm.
How will you be remembered? What would your legacy be? That whole type of thing. Yeah, man, it's just sad and proud of the brother, for all that he was able to do. I'm gonna miss him, coming up to me, telling my son, what up, D? That's the first thing he say, and then we chop it up about whatever, and then, go about our way. So, it's gonna be hard walking around the base, not being able to see him, and him being gone. So
him and his family, they put together GoFundMe as well.
Oh yeah.
So we want to support him and his family. He had 2 little kids, 3 really, 2 girls and a boy, and the boy's the oldest. So the family put together a GoFundMe to make sure that the children are taken care of. Mm-hmm. I know him being in the military, he has some other things already set up, but just something extra. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Every bit counts. It helps. Which of course the money would never replace the loss that they had in the brother and himself. So yeah, man, I just want to start out on that note and just take a look at your own life and see how you want to live. Like I feel like the brother lived how he wanted to, and he went after the goals and that he set and achieved them. So I know for me, I got to kind of look and see, like, am I living the way that I want to live, and am I living happy? That type of thing. Because I can't honestly answer that right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I got to take a look at a few things and see if I need to move some stuff around or keep stuff the same, and maybe work on my mental space or whatever the case may be. But we don't have a lot of time on this earth. So, we shouldn't live it miserable. You know what I mean? We should live it happy, all in service of God, of course, let me definitely put that out there. But you should be experiencing some level of happiness. You shouldn't hate everything that you do.
Right. Right.
If you feel that way, you probably need to move some stuff around.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So, yeah, we jump off of that before I start, you know what I'm saying, get misty eyes.
Yeah. As one of the brothers that I saw at the services, he was like, "Nah, I got allergies." He was like, "I need to get a tissue for my allergies. Anybody else got allergies?"
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I feel like not jumping off that real quick, but as men, I would say, it's hard for men to show emotion.
Uh-huh.
And during this time, I did show a lot of emotion. When I first found out and throughout the process when I actually saw the body and stuff like that. But one thing that I realized after all this was said and done is how stressed I put my body through that whole situation.
Right.
Because sometimes I was crying out loud, and sometimes I was just crying inside and just had, tears just falling down. But after it was all said and done, I had so much tension in my neck and in my back to where I feel like I put that on myself because I wasn't letting myself release the way I should have released. But your body, and it's just crazy how your body just reacts to different things. That's my whole thing.
Nah, the emotions is definitely put stress on you, and it's emotionally draining. Like, that's a saying for a reason. Like, I'm emotionally drained, meaning I'm tired. I ain't doing anything physically. I'm just tired. And I think this is one of those cases where at the end of each day, because it was a couple of days lead up and such, where I went home and I was like, man, I'm taking a nap. I'm just tired from whether it was just standing up in a service or whether it was just feeling the pain of everybody else. Like I was tired. So yeah, I understand where you come from with that one.
Yeah, it was just crazy. But we live, we get through it, and it's just another thing that it's okay to cry. It's okay to let go sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Speaking of being tired and everything, man, I finally got back in the gym this week.
Okay.
Everything hurts. Everything hurts. I did legs for the first time in forever because normally I don't do legs. You know what I mean?
Skip leg day.
Yeah, I skip leg day. But I got pretty bad knee problems, so I'm trying to fix that by working them out. So everything hurts. I was weak. I hit chest. I struggled. I was like,
you was disappointed in yourself, weren't you?
Oh, absolutely. Because I thought I could jump back in and do what I've been doing. You know what I mean? That ain't the case. Like I can tell I've been out. You know what I mean? Like it just wasn't there. But then, of course, you see that physique start to come back. Them lines start to,
After 1 week?
Oh, yeah, your body don't do that.
Man, maybe you was going harder than what I be going. So,
it take long. It's genetics. Some of it's genetics.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I haven't been hitting the weights, so I'm just doing a bunch of cardio.
So I'm doing calisthenics.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, cut some of this fat before I actually put some weight on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, running and jogging around the neighborhood, about 4 miles. This concrete is not good for the knees.
No, it's not.
It's definitely not. So I had to invest in some good shoes, and then
Did you got some Solomons?
Nah, I don't. But anyway, and also knee braces. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of the body. That's what I'm saying. If you want to be healthy throughout the rest of your life, you have to take care of the body that you're in. So that's what we got to do. Also, you know what I'm saying? I'm also representing H3 Elite. And this is my T-shirt right here from my man Heich. He has some athletic apparel that he's on. He's shameless plug.
Okay.
you know Heich as well. So just a shameless plug for the day is
I don't have none.
H3
mind
Elite. H3 Elite.
Won't mind that, brother. Nah, definitely go support him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Is it online or?
Yeah, he got his Instagram page, H3_Elite. I believe that's what it is. And you can go online and buy some of his stuff. That's why his merchandise. You got T-shirts, got hoodies, and all that stuff, different colors.
All right, word. That's what's up.
You gotta holler at him for that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So outside of that, I feel like we jumped in on a somber note, and then we, shameless plug the note.
Yeah.
So let's talk movies.
Talk movies. So first of all, I know I got wrote down. It's been a while. Again, it's been probably a month since we recorded our last one, so we got a lot of ground to cover still. But since then, MGM was bought by Amazon, which MGM is the home of Creed, Rocky, and 007 himself, James Bond. All those movies flow through MGM, as well as a host of other films. So I got that written down because I think that's a major move on Amazon's part.
Absolutely. How many people can say that they started out as a bookstore,
right,
grew up, and started buying major motion picture studios?
Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy.
Ridiculous. Who would have thought? I'm sure Jeff Bezos and that group never thought that they would be where they are today. Or maybe they would. Maybe they did. I have no idea what their vision was. But it's just an amazing feat at that. Because just buying a studio, that's not cheap.
It's
not cheap at all.
It went for some billions.
No, it was like $8.5 billion.
Yeah, it went for, like you said, it's definitely not cheap. Hopefully, we get some spinoffs or something, because Bond still deserves to be a major movie, right? I don't want to see a Bond TV series where 007 is the star. Like that's kind of weak. But maybe Q can get one. You know what I mean? Like, and you can have more of a sci-fi type deal with him or something like that, or Moneypenny, because they got Naomi Harris playing Moneypenny in the Bond films, and Yeah, give her own series. Why not? Let her go out. She shot Bond, so clearly she used to be an agent. So let her go out and do some stuff.
I think that it was a good look for. I mean, they already have Amazon Prime, and they have a ton of movies and TV shows on there. For them to buy the actual movie studios, I think that it just shows, in my opinion, that that they're wanting to expand their portfolio. I would say.
Oh yeah.
And not just do their local. I mean, they was doing some big action-packed, movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
For them to buy a major studio, it just seems like that's the direction that they are wanting to go. Yeah, they wanted to go. And that realm, I would say, of movies and videos type stuff.
And they're Oscar contenders already. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like now you have the caliber of some of these other films, and you put that together. Like they're gonna be doing some big things. They got some good horror films out there. You know what I mean? Check out Amazon. I hate their algorithm. I still do. Like I cannot stand how they have their page laid out for you to look through their movies and their TV shows. Like by far they're the worst streaming service for that. I don't know why. Like you got all this money, let's fix this, right? But to me, by far they're the worst. But they need to fix that. And once they fix that, I think they'll be a major player, if not, one of the best studios. Because, like I said, they got some movies that, if you check them out, man, they good. Like they real good.
I mean, where was MGM's catalog anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, were they all of their movies on, Hulu or Netflix?
Spread out. I think it was more spread out.
So I guess Amazon buying the network or the studio is just like consolidating on it.
Yeah, because they had a lot, even before, because I don't think the merger is 100%. Nah, I think it's fine. It's final. I believe it's final. But even, I remember when they first started talking about it, I looked on Amazon and they already had like most of the Bond movies. They already had the Creed movies and most of Rocky movies on there. So, yeah, they already had a big portion of MGM's catalog, which is probably why it was easy for MGM to just go ahead and sell to them, because it wasn't like they were selling to a stranger. They had done business before, Thank God Disney didn't get it, because they got everything.
Oh, yeah. So that maybe, that was a good... to keep Disney from monopolizing the market, Amazon was like, wait a minute, let me give me a little slice of this pie, so we can, go against y'all. We already doing our own thing, and now that we got this big MGM studio behind us, plus everything they already had working, plus, with all the new stuff they probably got going on, it was like, oh yeah, we definitely can bout with, Disney Plus now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, their Disney Plus service, I think streaming is what, like $8.65 a month, something like that.
By itself?
By itself.
Yeah.
And then I think the Amazon Prime is around $9 or something like that.
Is that what it is? I don't know.
I think so.
Amazon, like I got Amazon, I don't know what they call it, but the regular Amazon for free shipping and all that type of stuff. Like I do that every year. So it seems a little pricey, but then now that, you get Amazon Prime, and I think you even get Amazon Music included with that now too, like
it's $12.99.
It's definitely worth it.
Amazon Prime is $12.99.
By itself.
Yeah. But you can get Amazon Prime Video membership for $8.99. That's what I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, okay. So the video is $8.99, but Prime is $12.99.
Yeah. And with the Prime, that's when you get the
shipping
free,
and the music,
next day and all that stuff. So yeah. So they're about, tit for tat a little bit.
But they take it once a year, right? And that
who?
Amazon.
No, you do monthly or yearly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess mine's still set up from yearly.
I mean, ballers do that, you know what I'm saying?
It's
one-time pay.
They're literally the only company that do that. Like I don't do that with nobody else. And I think it was just set up because I've had it for so long, you know what I mean? But it come in handy.
Yeah. So that was a big move. Wrath of Man, I know we was talking about. You hit me up with that.
Yeah.
It's
an MGM movie.
It's an MGM movie. It was actually a pretty good movie, actually. I don't like the ending, but it was a pretty good movie.
You don't like the ending?
The only reason why I don't like the ending is because, spoiler alert, Jason Statham gets, shot up, but he lives. Like,
what is Jason Statham? You know what I mean?
But he lives. Like, that's why I didn't like it. I understood the dude at the end had to die, but he should have. Jason Statham should have died too. If he, or don't shoot him up Like you did.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
One of the two.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not Superman. He's a regular dude.
If y'all haven't seen Wrath of Man, I highly recommend you see it. It's on demand. It's not on Amazon, so don't think it's on Amazon right now. I'm sure.
No, I mean, it is on Amazon, but you got to pay for it.
Right? Yeah. Well,
It's like it's rent to own.
Yeah.
I mean, not rent to own, but it's a rent movie. Like, so
like you going to the theater to see it.
Yeah,
It's like $20. It's worth it. I think personally, I really enjoyed it. It's directed by Guy Ritchie, starring Jason Statham. It's a really manly movie. I'm not gonna say like if you've seen a Guy Ritchie movie, then like you understand what I mean by a manly movie. Like Guy Ritchie makes very masculine, adrenaline like movies.
So we got like Snatch was a Guy Ritchie movie. Rock and Roller was a Guy Ritchie. So he always seems to pick the same actors for
He has loyalty.
Yeah, which is good. Which is good. Snatch and Rock and Roller was very good movies.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes 1 and 2.
Yeah.
The Book of Shadows or whatever the second one was called, and then Man from Uncle, which is underrated movie.
I haven't seen that one. I don't think I've seen.
That's with Henry Cavill, Superman, and well, he's in trouble now. I can't think of the guy's name.
Who's in trouble?
That's the guy that stars in it with him.
What's the name of the movie?
The Man from Uncle.
The Man from Uncle.
Yeah.
Army Hammer?
Army Hammer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Some allegations I think have been made on Army Hammer. So yeah. But it's a good
Lucky
movie.
Number 11.
Did
he do that one?
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe he wrote it or something, or produced it. King Arthur. He did King Arthur. King Arthur is an underrated movie. It didn't get its just due. Hopefully, I still want a sequel.
To King Arthur?
Yeah.
No, he didn't do Lucky Number 11.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
The only somewhat bad movie that I've seen of Guy Ritchie, and it's not even a bad movie, it's just not like one of his normal movies, which is Aladdin, the live action with Will Smith. And it was still good. I enjoyed it. I have a good time with that movie. So, and The Gentleman. The Gentleman's a good movie too.
So basically what he's saying is that he doesn't make bad movies.
Nah. So here's the thing. When King Arthur came out, me and the guys at work, we were together and it's like, hey man, we're gonna go see a movie together. What movie's coming out that we want to see? I was like, hey, let's go see King Arthur. And it was like, nah, man, the trailers don't look that good. I was like, hey, it's gonna be a good movie. It's directed by Guy Ritchie. And they argued up and down. Nah, man, like it looks terrible. I was like, all right, cool. Name me one bad Guy Ritchie movie. There was a pause, a deep silence. Nobody could think of nothing. And then finally one of them was like, well, maybe this is it. So I went and saw King Arthur by myself, and then I highly recommended it to everybody else. And then they finally saw it, and they was like, yeah, it's a good movie. Like he still ain't made a bad movie. I was like, I told you, like don't doubt him. Like he's knocking it out of the park, man.
Yeah, back to Wrath of Man.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. It's a heist movie. Basically, it's a heist movie. But again, Jason Statham is not Superman.
Yeah. The score is intense too. Like the music.
Yeah.
The music's super intense the whole time.
But it was definitely a good movie.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend to go see that one.
A lot of killing, which is, manly movie.
Why can't be a womanly movie? Would the women like that too?
I mean, then come on. Come on with it if you like that too. But like there was no was there a female? There was like one female character and she had a little bit of storyline, but not much.
Nah. No, not really.
Nah, if you seen it, this movie reminds me a lot of Faster with The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Was he a truck driver?
Nah.
Oh, he was in the car.
Yeah, he was in a car,
okay.
And he was just showing up and just shooting people and fighting people. It was like a revenge tale. That's what this reminded me of because it wasn't a lot of talking by the main character. Like Jason Statham didn't do a lot of talking. He did more action. Yeah.
He said, "Don't talk. I'm a doer."
Yeah. So that's why I I really liked it. So yeah, if you get a chance, check it out.
Switching to TV, the new Loki. Did you watch the new Loki?
Oh yeah.
How good you think?
Nah, I liked it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too.
I liked it. Nah,
I'm glad. I like how they interweaved all of the old his backstory into this TV series.
I'm glad because I knew we were getting old Loki. You know what I mean? So like I was like, man, like he's gonna be serious and stuff because I like the Loki by the end of Thor, the last Thor.
Ragnarok,
thank you. The Loki we got by that point was a lot more lighthearted, fun-loving, you know what I mean? So like I was hoping for that version, but I knew we weren't getting that version because he stole the Tesseract back in like 2012 or something. So we had an earlier version. But the way that they did it and kind of caught him up to speed and then kind of even showed
his future.
Like, and they even showed like, hey, like I've been the same Loki the entire time. I just was projecting strength as opposed to really being strong. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. I had to actually look at some other YouTube videos and they showed like the some more history, I guess you could say, and so I can get up to speed on like some of the things that I missed in the TV show. They were showing a lot of I can't think of the word I'm looking for, like not behind the scenes type stuff, but they were just talking about different clues that was in the I can't think of the name. What is it?
I knew it before you asked me.
But anyway,
Easter eggs.
So yeah, I had to watch one of those Easter egg videos, and it basically told a lot of the why things are going on the way that they are, how the Time Variance Authority actually came about, and stuff like that, which made sense to me because I didn't know too much about all of that.
Right.
And then also how Secret Wars, like this is setting up for Secret Wars, and how basically how Miss Menace explained it in that video or in the very first episode is that basically Secret Wars had already happened in the future, but because the Time Variance Authority operates in a different time, dimension or whatever you could say, like they're leading up to that for us. You know what I'm saying? For us, they're leading up to. But in that TV show, Secret Wars had already happened.
Got it.
Which made sense. You got to watch it. I watched the guy called Emergency Awesome.
Oh yeah, I watched him.
Yeah, and he explained it pretty good, which made perfect sense to me after I watched his video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed Loki. Look forward to this week's episode and just the future of that show.
Yeah. Time, between WandaVision and this, not a lot of time passed. It was like a month or so, but it went by real quick. So it's like, I didn't mind a little pause.
Oh yeah. You had what's his name in there? Captain America and Winter Soldier.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, so Captain America, Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Captain America, Winter Soldier, and then this. So, yeah. I mean, they're pausing in between just a little bit, but not long enough for you to forget about what's going on.
Right, yeah. And then, of course, we got Black Widow coming up next month.
It should have been out.
It should have been.
But I don't even know if I want to see it now, honestly. I mean, I'm going to see it, but I'm not as hyped as I was.
Are you paying the money to see it? Because it's on demand. Like, it's not free. Like, you can buy it through Disney.
Like the Wrath of Man.
Wrath of Man, yeah.
We'll see.
I'm going to get it. I ain't going to lie. I want to see what happens. And not only that, but I've gotten my son so hyped on Taskmaster that he's now excited about Taskmaster. So hopefully it goes the way that I think it's going to go. It's a guy from shoot, I just lost it. It's a guy in the movie that they have not been promoting, but he's an up and coming star.
Is he playing a character?
Yes, but they haven't promoted who he's playing. Like, he has a name in the show. Handmaid's Tale. Guy from Handmaid's Tale. His name is
I don't watch Handmaid's Tale. OT Genesis?
Nah. OT something. I can't even pronounce his last name.
OT Fagbenel. I don't know, I'm butchering his name.
Yeah, but he's black, which threw me that they were cast because all clues point that he's probably going to be Taskmaster. Mm. So the fact that they making Taskmaster black, like I'm pretty hyped for. as you can see in that list, like it's just like he has some random name, but like they haven't plugged him at all. Like he's not in any of the trailers or anything. So I'm hyped for it. My son's hyped for it. We'll see. I'm hyped to see the changeover from Natasha to Yelena. As far as like the Black Widow mantle being passed and seeing like this going forward and whatever the end credit scene is going to be, because I feel like the end credit scene is going to set up a big part of the future for the movies of the MCU.
I'm ready for a movie. I mean, these TV shows is getting me by, but I'm ready for a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, but not Black Widow movie. I mean, I was, but I need something bigger and better now.
So, I mean, after that is Shang-Chi, I think.
Hey, I'm hyped for him.
Are you?
I am, because I want to see some karate. I'm
you
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kung Fu karate man, you know what I'm saying? I be looking on Hulu and Amazon Prime Video and just trying to find some karate movie that I haven't seen yet before, or some good action movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm ready for that.
Cool. I'm with it.
So you said Wrath of Man, you got Loki.
All right, Army of the Dead. I know we're a little late to the party, but what you think of that?
Army of the Dead
Snyder.
Netflix movie. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Everybody died in the movie pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Ending was kind of set up for a sequel. Okay.
To me, it's better with fan theories. You know what I mean? Like, because when you go on YouTube, like kind of how you said, I think even that guy that you were talking about has a YouTube theory about Army of the Dead. But like when you go on and you realize like, oh, when you actually freeze the frame on this frame, that was horrible. Like you can see that like everybody has the same clothing. Like these people, like when I think his name's Vander or something. What's his Ghost? I can't think of his real name.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but anyway, when he's going through and he's like, he was like, man, it's just like a constant loop, and we just keep ending up here, and we keep dying, and we keep ending up here, and we keep dying, and then like when they look at the clothes of the people that are dead there, it's the same clothes, Omari Hardwick. So it's like it's the same clothes. So like it's very possible that they are stuck in some type of time loop, which makes the movie even that much more interesting. Because like, how did you get set up in a time loop? How did you finally pull off the heist? But then even still, you still didn't get the money. You know what I mean? Like,
sure did not.
And then the one person to make it, Omari Hardwick, he really didn't make it. He's a zombie now.
Yeah, because he was bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, on an airplane. So set up for part 2. Mm-hmm. Where is he going? We just left Vegas. Where is he going?
Yeah. Or do his plane just crash and then and then he goes back into a time loop, and then just little stuff like, so you have Zeus.
Maybe he does know he's in a time loop. Maybe that's how he knows.
Maybe he do.
Maybe the plane did go down and he relived and he remembers everything.
And some people said that's not the version that came out. Is not the version that was in the safe. Like it's a different version because he's in a time loop. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what to think. Zeus was the alpha, which is the main zombie. And then Omari Hardwick, of course, I think he's supposed to be a Q in the movie. He has an Omega symbol, right? So you have the alpha and then you have the Omega. So then that plays into it too. Like people are picking up on all this stuff. I'm like, man, I don't know if y'all like doing too much, or if you just starting to figure out Zack Snyder's plan, you know what I mean? Because like he does put a lot of Easter eggs in different things to stuff that could yield fruit or could yield nothing, because you know Netflix will always be like, we're gonna cancel any future plans, you know, kind of like DC sorry butts did.
He did play a Q in the movie. He's an alpha in real life. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the movie, because now I remember when they were showing each person individually. Like he had a picture of him graduating with his tassels. His tassels. I thought they were alphas. Because I remember seeing black and gold, but I could be totally wrong. So I was thinking to myself, like after that, they showed the Omega brand on him. I was like, okay, this doesn't make sense. Like, is this a plot hole that in the picture he had on like his alpha tassels as he was graduating, but yeah, he has a Q brand on him? Was that a plot hole?
Or maybe it's just the Omega brand. Maybe it has nothing to do with the fraternity.
But it does, because he said it does.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a behind the scenes thing.
Oh,
He said
okay.
that, like him and Zach had an actual conversation about it. He said, I want you to do this. Is this going to cause any issue or problem? And he said, no, I don't think that it will. Everybody knows that I'm an alpha, and me doing this is like paying homage to another fraternity.
Yeah.
But of course, there's controversy, either way, but in his heart, he did it to pay homage to the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. But, he's an alpha.
Okay.
And I think that in the video that he was doing behind the scenes, he had a Kappa who was his stylist. So he was like, man, I'm always, going back and forth with my stylist who was a Kappa. He was talking about, pay homage to your daddy and all this stuff. Father's Day is coming up, all that stuff. So
that's funny.
Yeah. It was a pretty good behind the scenes for him to explain that. But I still need to go back and watch the very beginning of that movie just to see if I saw what I thought I saw, but I could be wrong.
I do want to watch it again because I only watched it one time. It feels long. It feels a little long. Like I felt like Zack Snyder's Justice League felt shorter than that movie did, and it's 4 hours.
What? I'm saying, yeah.
Just the feel, the tone and feel of it. This one just seemed like it kind of dragged at a part, But it's still a good movie. I liked it. I look forward to seeing what else is connected in this universe. So yeah, if you haven't seen that one, check it out.
We actually watched Cruella. I don't know if you've seen that.
Nah, I ain't seen that.
It was actually a pretty good movie. London wanted to watch it. We watched it a couple of times actually. And it was actually a pretty good backstory for Cruella de Vil. Makes her the anti-hero, which is kind of weird because she's a villain.
Right, she skinned dogs.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird, but it was still a good movie overall. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would recommend that movie for kids to go see. I don't want to say kids. You got to be a certain age.
Yeah. I'll check it out when it becomes Disney Plus free.
Yeah, which will probably be in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Because Mulan, it took no time. I still ain't watched that.
I haven't either.
It didn't take no time for Mulan to go from paid to free. And I think that Ray and the Dragon, or whatever that one was called, I think that one's free now.
Yeah, I think so too.
So it don't take long for them to come free, especially when nobody's buying them. Disney, why would you start there with Mulan and Ray and the Dragon? Start with Black Widow. You should have released Black Widow last year and made people pay for it. Mm-hmm. You could have got $40, but now everybody else has set the standard of what the cost is. So you can't go over 20, 26. You know what I mean? And that's probably too pricey. So messed the opportunity because set the standard. I watched Spiral, the Book of Saw.
No, you haven't seen
which is Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson. So it's a lot of yelling with them too. Chris Rock has some great rants in the movie, but clearly it's not. I don't know how to say it. It's almost like nobody wrote a script.
No, so he was just ad-libbing.
It seemed like he was just ripping. People around him was reacting and stuff, but it seemed like Chris Rock was just doing what Chris Rock does, which is good. But I don't know if I would have casted him in it. I know he produced the movie. It's pretty cheesy. It's a pretty cheesy movie. Chris Rock yells the whole time for the most part. The ending, I kind of like how they tied everything together. So that was good.
I haven't seen the Saw movie since maybe 2.
You probably ain't missed nothing but a bunch of deaths. I don't know, man. It was all right.
It was all right?
It's borderline trash. Borderline.
Oh, so this is basically almost trash. So you throwing a paper ball at the waste paper basket, and it bounces off.
Yeah.
I want to throw it away, but it bounced off.
Yeah. It hit the rim and then came out. Yeah. So yeah, man. I can't recommend anybody to pay for it, but definitely see. Here's one of those things. If this movie Spiral, the Book of Saw, would have came out on HBO Max or Prime or Netflix for free, or not, within our already paid subscription, it probably would have been better. Like Mortal Kombat, right? I don't think Mortal Kombat's a great movie, but the fact that it was free helped me say that it was a good movie. Because if I would have had to pay for that movie, I'd be like, man, this movie trash. Because I had to spend my own money to get it. You know,
well, you already spending money for the subscription for HBO
right?
Max,
So
now I got to pay on top of that for a trash movie.
Right. I'd have been upset.
Yeah.
So,
probably.
but yeah, this it just I don't know. And then they tried to tie in to too much of today's time with the cricket cops and police shootings and things of that nature. But then like they didn't keep it contained. They went too broad with it and just made it more about cricket cops.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
You said it was trash. It was borderline.
It's borderline. Yeah, it's borderline. It's borderline.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen it. I'm probably not gonna see it. Actually, I've never.
You don't watch horror, so
I do like horror movies. I just haven't watched them in so long because I can't find time to watch them by myself.
Yeah.
My daughter and and the wife, she doesn't watch scary movies at all. So I would have to watch it by myself. But when I'm at home, I can't find time to be by myself.
Man, speaking of horrors, when Candyman supposed to come out? Like I've been waiting on that one. With Yahya Amitine the second.
Good question. That's probably another one that got put on the shelf because of COVID.
Yeah, it is.
But there's no real understanding of when it's going to actually be released again.
Right.
So August, that's what I just pulled up. August 27th. Maybe.
I wonder who.
Maybe.
I guess it just depends on who the production company is. I watched Omari Hardwick horror. What was that name of that one?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen that one either. Where I think he had a family member pass away.
Yeah, like his dad passed away, and there was like a bunch of voodoo going on. It was decent. It was decent. It wasn't. It was above borderline trash.
Above borderline.
Yeah. I need to find that one because I saw it back when it came out too. Spell is what it's called. I think it came out around Halloween last year, but yeah, it was decent.
I haven't seen that either. What did you see it on? Was it
it was on demand. No, I bought it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rented it.
Oh, you out here just buying all kind of movies.
Trying to support black movies, you know what I mean?
Black actors or black movies?
Probably black actors.
That's two totally different things.
It's probably black actors. I don't know. I didn't check to see who directed it or anything. I think I did when it came out, but I don't remember now, right off the top of my head. Yeah. That was decent.
Why does IMDb have Army of the Dead TV series?
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be a cartoon.
A cartoon about zombies?
Yeah. It's supposed to be a cartoon, animated cartoon that come out that explains some of it. And then there's gonna be I think a prequel. Some type of prequel that explains a little bit more detail of what's happening and stuff like that. So it's more to come with Army of the Dead for sure.
All right. Any other movie we missing?
Not that I've seen, probably.
What about the Floyd Mayweather and Logan? Yeah, Logan Paul fight.
Yeah, 100% trash. I didn't get to see the pre-fights, but I heard there was some good pre-fights. But the main event itself was 100% trash. Garbage. Like a waste of my time.
But were you expecting anything different?
No, because I hate Floyd. I've been saying he's the worst thing to happen to boxing. And I think we're starting to see now that Floyd's retired, I think we're starting to see a re-emergence of boxing. Like people are starting to watch it again. You got the Thriller promotions. Triller. Why did I say Thriller? Triller.
Got Michael Jackson.
Yeah. But you got that promotion going on, and people are starting to enjoy boxing again. Floyd was the worst thing with his point-based system, boring fights. Like, the only reason why people hype Floyd up is because he's undefeated. I give him that. You have an immaculate record, sir. But you are a terrible boxer, and...
He wasn't terrible boxer. He just did what he thought was right.
He ran and pity pat hit.
Score points, which is the correct way to do.
Look,
You're expecting
He
Roman
abused,
gladiator
he
type
abused the
stuff.
system.
He didn't even abuse the system.
He did too.
How was he abusing the system that was set up for the way that he used it?
Dude, he's terrible.
You just wanted the knockout, you know what I'm saying, some power.
I just wanted
punches.
somebody not to run the whole fight.
Well, I mean, he was a defensive fighter. We already knew that at the beginning.
I mean, but R. Hopkins was a defensive fighter.
So in the Logan Paul fight, he was on the defense for the first round, maybe 2 rounds, maybe.
Right.
But then he started being the more aggressive person. So how was he a more defensive fighter on that one?
It's just his style.
He had Logan Paul backing up the whole time. And he was taller and bigger.
That's because Logan Paul is slaw. He's slaw. Most of the people that Floyd fought was after their prime. Yeah, man, I'm not a fan of dudes, man. Like, I respect the fact that you make money, because that's what you do. You money making Floyd or whatever you call yourself, like, that's what you do. Kudos. That's what you set out to do. You've achieved your goal, sir. You make more money than any other boxer in the industry. However, you make some boring fights that are terrible. And I hate the fact that people spend so much money to watch him fight.
Well, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't boxing for you. He boxing for himself. Like you said, he likes money. So if you want to see him knock somebody out or get knocked out himself, you watching the wrong boxing.
That's why I don't pay for his fights. Yes, I watched his fight and I ain't pay for him. You care? He don't need my money.
All right.
I'm gonna give him my money.
I think that there was a bunch of conspiracy about the fight and how, he may have hit Logan with a jab or a punch that made it knock him out, and he held him up because conspiracy theories about he wouldn't have got so much more money if he would have knocked him out or something like that.
I don't know.
I seen the video.
I seen the video too.
It don't really look like a knockout to me. It looked like how Logan was actually holding on to him.
Yeah, leaning on him.
Yeah, leaning on him. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah. It's possible. I don't know. The whole thing was just whack.
It was. It would have been better if it was on Triller.
Yeah,
but it was on Showtime.
At least give me a concert, because at least I could walk away.
I mean, you did get a mini concert. You got Migos. You got Migos came out, and then Floyd came out with the NBA Youngboy.
I thought it was Moneybagg Yo.
Moneybagg Yo. My bad. You're right. So there's your mini concert right there.
I did. That was the best part of the whole fight, was Moneybagg Yo coming out saying, "I got time today," like as if to say Floyd is saying, like, a lot of people call me out, but I got time today to whoop this young boy. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, I like that. I like that he went that route. But yeah, the rest of the fight was just, it was just terrible. I think to me, as a society, we're in a different place than where we were 10 years ago when Floyd was fighting in his prime. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want a boring fight.
No, nobody watches boxing for a boring fight. You want the hits, the blows, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't even have to knock out. Just give me a good jab, you know what I'm saying? Back and forth. The old, what is it, Castillo and
Diego's.
Yes, give me some of that, you know.
Yeah. Corrales, Chico.
Yes. What about the Lamar Odom and Aaron Carter?
Man, I watched that on YouTube, man. That was sad.
It was sad.
It was sad. First of all, Lamar Odom is so much bigger than Aaron Carter.
He was.
So much bigger. I don't even know how they ended up in the same ring together.
But they were just talking about because they both overcame adversity with drug addiction and stuff like that. And
Aaron Carter finna be hooked on pain pills after that. Like, he got whooped up on,
he
man.
He quit. He said, "No mas." That was pretty bad. It was a bad fight. It really was.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have been in the fight. But they was wearing headgear.
Yeah, they were.
At first, I thought Aaron Carter, he came out, he gave Lamar Odom a couple of good hits in the head.
You think so?
Yeah, he did. I think he did, decent in the very first round.
I mean, I think some of this stuff is entertaining, but, like, even with the Floyd fight, like, they didn't score it. You know, the Tyson fight, I don't think they named it a draw. Like, what are we doing?
We're doing exhibitions, which exhibitions don't have a clear winner.
I want a winner.
So we can't have that during exhibition.
I want a winner.
Which I'm seeing here now is that people are so hungry for celebrity boxing matches, I guess you could say, is that, of course, they can't put them in like an actual formal fight. So they're doing these exhibition fights just to see how they would actually do against each other. But again, we're moving from a regular old style boxing tradition and moving into this new societal let me see what I can do against so and so type deal. You know, we're making millionaires overnight. Is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But why? For our enjoyment. It is for our enjoyment.
And you got Tyrone Woodley. I think he's coming up to fight Jake Paul. I think.
Yeah. Which Jake, he's just as bad as his brother. Honestly, I think, in my opinion.
Jake reminds me of Conor McGregor. The way like he's such a show. Like he's so like he was at the fight. You know, on the phone with a stack of money. Yeah, like he's got a fur coat on. Like I was like, what is he doing, man? Like he's just so out there like that. But yeah, man. Hopefully Tyrone. But Tyrone he's let me down in UFC, so hopefully he can back it up though. I think it's Tyrone, ain't it?
I don't know. And when is this? Is he fighting this year?
I thought so. Tyrone fighting somebody.
Yeah, Tyrone Woodley in August.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, some of these people, they're so. We just made all of these superstars, or I wouldn't say superstar, these celebrities overnight just because of YouTube and Twitter, and now they feel like they're entitled to do certain things. Not to say that they're not, putting in the work. Like I can clearly see, like Logan Paul is putting in work to fight some of his people, the people that he's fought in the past. But for him to jump straight to a Floyd Mayweather, that should have never happened. No. But he is trying to put in some work to be considered.
The crazy thing is, like, the boy has skills. I think he just didn't have the right teaching. Like, why are you headhunting Floyd Mayweather? Why are you headhunting?
For money.
No, but I'm saying, like, once you're in the ring with him, why are you trying to hit him in the head? Like, this man is still one of the fastest boxers that's in the sport. Go for that body. Break him down systematically by hitting him in the body. And I saw it all day to the point where Floyd, he ain't protect his body at all. He was just here, walking into punches. Because he knew this kid ain't hitting me in my stomach. Like, he's going straight for my head. So he just walked straight through him. Dude, who's in your corner that don't see this, that's not telling you to adjust? You know what I mean? You should, like, by the end of the first round, that's what should have happened. Hey, go to the body. Rocky Balboa, this boy. You know what I mean? Just tear that body up. He old. He getting old. By this point, Floyd got to have a bad back. You hit him in his side enough. His back, you know what I mean? Back on Saul guy. Like, start getting around a little weird, man. Like, come on now.
I think that boxing is just going in a bad direction right now. Because, we got the Triller fights and stuff like that, but again, all this stuff is exhibitions.
Yeah, but I think it's good for the sport because it's putting eyes back on the sport. It's
definitely putting eyes back on the sport, but it's not really bringing the old sport back. It's this, we're evolving into, like I said, this new societal type of boxing.
So we're moving into celebrity deathmatch?
Yes, celebrity deathmatch, MTV celebrity deathmatch. Yeah, I remember those. They need to bring those back, or at least put them on, Robot Chicken. Yeah. Yeah, those were way funny.
Speaking of boxing, I watched that Tyson's documentary. I think it's called Tyson Knockout. Mm-hmm. That was pretty good. It's 2-parter. Both of them, I think, are like an hour and a half. So it's 3 hours worth of content. I had to do the math real quick. I thought I messed up. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's crazy when because of course they go into the Robin Givens and his marriage with her. They go into the rape case that he had. I can't even think of that girl's name. And then it just kind of asks the question. It's a part where it starts to frame it where it's like, well, society, like, because Tyson was seen as the better person in both those events, right? So everybody dogged out Robin Givens. Oh, she's a gold digger. And then the other girl, they kind of said the same thing. Oh, she's a gold digger. So then it started to frame it in the documentary as if, like, well, even black women have it the worst. Black women, even, they won't support us even when it's a rape case, whenever it's a domestic violence case, like, even black men put us down and blah, blah, blah. I was like, how did we get to this point on this documentary to where, like, and it does it twice. So that's, I don't know, man. Like, it could have go, like, even watching it, I was like, Like, I get Robin Givens, I think she got a bad rap. I really do. I think she could have handled some things differently from her standpoint to get people on her side as far as like the media. And I'm solely talking about the media because what Tyson did, he should have never put hands on her, which he's admitted to now, that he actually did hit her. And he's a giant compared to like a
skinny
106 pound nothing, But the other girl, like they talked to some of the other contestants of the Miss Black whatever expo pageant expo whatever thing it was, and they talked to him and it was like, yeah, Tyson was going around like, hey, I want to blank you, you know what I mean? Like I want you back in my room, blah blah blah. So common sense would tell you stay away from this dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like I think I ain't gonna say blame. I am a victim blamer, but some of the blame, she should have been wise enough. And I know they say she was 18, 19, but like 2 a.m, come on. Like I stand firm like 2 a.m. And some other contestants said that they heard her say like, oh, Robin Givens got money, I'm gonna get money too. Come on now. But this man lost 6 years, about 6, right? Like 6 years of his life in prison. It's crazy. Now, he might have needed it. And he even say like, yeah, like I didn't do this, but I deserve to go to prison for some other stuff that I did, So it was probably a good experience for him, not prison itself, but just being humbled and being kind of controlled in that situation. But I don't know, man. It's a good documentary. If you get a chance, check it out. I hate they didn't cover the Riddick Bowe fight like I wanted them to, because there is some discrepancies in that fight. Like if you watch it back, Riddick Bowe gets knocked out pretty early. No, I'm sorry, I said Riddick Bowe. Buster Douglas. Sorry, Buster Douglas is what I'm talking about. Riddick Bowe is in the documentary though, but Buster Douglas gets knocked down in Tokyo, and there's a count to 8, and then 8 is counted again, just to kind of give him that extra time to get up. So that was kind of, and then like Tyson's count to 10 was a little fast, quick, even though, it was a quick count, even though he was looking for his mouthpiece. Like he clearly got hit, he got rocked. He was looking for his mouthpiece to put it back in and all that type of stuff, but he could have made it up and then finished that round out and probably came out the next round, which he even said he was distracted. He had all this other stuff going on in his life. And then he was, by this point he was on drugs, doing alcohol, staying out all night, not training. He ain't trained a day in Tokyo. Like he just went to the fight like, yeah, I'm gonna knock this dude out like I do everybody else.
He did a, what's that, the movie, Great White Hype.
Yeah.
Marlon Wayne.
Yeah.
He in the dressing room, eating ice cream.
But yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I might have to check that one out. What else you got?
Ah, man. So my wife watches a couple shows off of BET. Tyler Perry makes some of them, and some other people make some other ones. I think one of them's Carl Weber. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who he is. But he do Family Business, right? It's got some who's who of like B-listed. I don't want to talk back. They black celebrities, but a lot of people don't know who they are. Like my man that played Joanna Man, I can't think of his name, Miguel or something like that.
What's the name of this song?
Family Business. Carl Weber's Family Business.
I don't even watch BET.
Nah, it's. So the whole point for bringing it up is I was sat in a room and saw her watching some of it, and I'm listening to the sound, and it's all over the place. Like it's super uneven, super unprofessional, really. And I'm like, how did this make this on TV? Like, how did this get to TV? Like, I got stuff that I make that sounds better than this. You know what I mean? I got some stuff that sounds just like this. I got some stuff that sounds a little worse, But how did this make it? So, like, it dawned on me. I was like, if this can make it on BET, I feel like I should be able to put my stuff on BET. And the same thing go for, some of the Tyler Perry stuff. Like, it's just uneven sound. Like, it's almost like it's rushed. You know what I mean? Like, or they just don't take the time.
Is it like a soap opera or is it like a TV show?
It's made like a... I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a TV show. It's not like Tyler Perry stuff that looks more like soap operas, like shot like a soap opera. I mean, this is framed more like a TV show. Something that you would see on TNT or, TBS or something like that. But it doesn't have the production quality of one of those other shows. Which it probably wouldn't be that bad with the right production quality. And even some of the writing is just so bad. I'm like, who wrote that line? Like, why would, like, as an actor, and you're saying this, I know you want to be seen. It's a good opportunity because it is on BET. But, like, at some point, you got to be like, can we rewrite this? Like, that sound, nope, no rewrites. You got to do it the way I say. Like, it's just so horrible. One of the stars is the girl that plays, or the woman that plays Batwoman, the black Batwoman on CW, which is why I started looking at it anyway, because I tried to give Batwoman a chance. I watched a couple of shows just to support her. Nope. It was decent, but nothing that I wanted to hold on to. But Javicia something. I don't see her on this list. Yeah, that's her. She's a good actress, but she had some terrible lines on the show, which I know is from the show. You know what I mean? Whole point of bringing this up is I feel like I can do better. Yes, I said it. Normally, I'm a lot more humble, but like watching that uneven tone, terrible dialogue, like I feel like I can do better. Even as a director, if I just walked in, and I heard somebody deliver one of those cheesy lines, I'd be like, no, nah, stop. How do you think the character would say it? Like, how would you say it? Like, we need to rewrite this right now.
Why don't you put some stuff on there then? I'm pretty sure they got some type of
connection. I ain't got the connections.
Hey, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you have access to all of these people. All you have to do is just get on one of these platforms and like, hey, I would like to come and do X, Y, and Z.
I'm about to start, man. It's getting bad.
Dude, the world is open to where you have free access where you didn't have this access before. Like you have direct access to directors.
You say that, but actors. It's not the way that you would think it is.
It's not, but at least you have some type of, you have a door. Now, how you open the door is all on you and however they take it. Some people, all they have is, you just take chances and risks.
Yeah.
How would you not know if you never took it?
Nah, I feel you there.
But so yeah. I hear you saying, this is bad production quality. I can do better.
I can.
But are you going to complain about it? You going to do something about it?
I mean, I can and I have. I just shot something that sounded and looked 10 times better than this. So it's not like I'm not doing stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not saying you're not doing anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like I think at the end of the year or mid this summer towards the fall, we got the Nashville International Black Film Festival that's coming up.
Right.
So, we know some people, you get your stuff in, So submit your thing. I know you was in there last year.
Yeah, I was in there last year. This year, I think the deadline, I just looked at it actually, because I was going to put something else in there, an older project, but I was just going to put something in there. And I think the deadline was just about done, or I had to pay extra or something, which ain't that big a deal. I just didn't have, you know what I mean? I had to move some things around the way my bank account's set up.
Move from the right to the left. But I mean, I understand. I'm just saying, I'm trying to help motivate you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I know. And I need to shoot one of my own projects too, so I can get it out there, because lately I've just been shooting other people's stuff. So I need to shoot one of my own.
But it's practice, you know what I'm saying? Practice makes perfect.
No, it is good.
Everything's a setup for your, your come up.
Yeah. It's growing.
Yeah, that's what
it's getting better. Every time I see something that I do, I'm like, man, it's a lot better than last time. And then I go back and look at some of my old stuff, like, man, that looks terrible. Like, I don't know what I was doing then. Like, I'm getting better.
Yeah. One thing that I wanted to bring up also, to the TV show that's coming out, season 2 of Lil Dicky.
Oh yeah, that starts Wednesday, I think.
I think so. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this one because I like his comedy.
Dave is what it's called.
Dave, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I think that I like his comedy. I like the sarcastic-ish type, you know what I'm saying? Stuff.
Yeah.
That's who I am. So I'm looking forward for that, to see how they took it from the end of that season to what they're going to do this season.
Yeah, no, I agree. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. More to come on that one.
I mean, I'm ready for some more music from him too.
Man, what did he be doing? Like, God, he got like one album, one real album, and then just like who he is in the show. He make me feel like who he really is. Like,
real life,
it's just a slow process. I gotta, it takes years. Like, how long am I supposed to hold this beat for you? I don't know, forever. Like,
yeah. I just wanted to throw that in there. So that's all I had.
That's it for you?
That's it for me. That's all I got for this week.
Oh my God. Oh, so another thing that we didn't get to talk about is music. We ain't talked music in a while. So we've had DMX come out with a project. What they call it, postpartum, post something.
I've listened to the album, but I don't know.
Nah, I ain't talking about the title name. It released after he died. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
So you got DMX come out with an album. J. Cole came out with an album. Migos just released the album. Khaled released the album.
I think we did talk about the Khaled album. I feel like we did.
Okay, we might have talked about the Khaled album.
But yeah, there's a lot of music that just came out.
Did we talk about the DMX project? We might have talked about it. I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't think we had. I don't think so.
I know personally we've talked about it because I remember talking about Letters to My Son or whatever that track is. I was talking about how like it got me. And how hard it must have been for his son to hear that, after he died, because pretty much he's pleading to his son for them to have a relationship and saying it's not too late, but in reality it is.
Too late,
yeah. So that's tough. I actually re-listened to the album because at first I was like, it's all right. Like it's got a couple of songs here and there. I kind of didn't care for over Swissing it. But when I re-listened to it, I felt better about the project. Like it felt better to me. So,
I liked it. I did. There was some stuff on there that I didn't too much care for, but overall, I really liked it. I liked his album better than the DJ Khaled album.
Did you?
I do. Swiss did over Swiss it. DJ Khaled, he was way over. I think we did talk about this because I kept harping on "We the Best." I said, "No, you're not," because it wasn't that good to me. He had some good singles, but not as an album. I know that Megan Thee Stallion just came out with another song called "Thought Shit."
Yeah.
It's a pretty good beat. I like it, and I like her flow, the way that she raps.
Yeah.
But the actual song, I'm not a female. I can't relate. Yeah. But it sounds pretty good.
Yeah. I just watched some of the video, not all of it, but some of the video, because it's like a 4 to 6 minute video or something like that. It's pretty good. In which I think she's getting better at understanding the power of videos and just having that artistic freedom of or outlet of like releasing stuff. Because I know she's becoming more and more involved in her own music videos and in that whole process. So it's pretty good.
Then Tiger came out with something called Splash, Moneybag Yo, and then Kodak Black came out with something. Kodak Black one really, I didn't like that one. It just sounded like some old Kodak Black, but I really didn't like.
I ain't heard it.
Yeah, listen to it yourself. So I'll be trying to listen to a lot of different genres of music as well. Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty came out with one.
I listened to the whole Pooh Shiesty album.
Oh yeah,
I like it. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was cutting the grass ready to kill somebody. Like, be up in the club. Like it is what it is. Every now and again I just want something that I can blank out to. Yeah. And that was a good little album to blank out to. Like I wasn't looking for no lyrical content. That's not why I downloaded it. So I did like that one. What'd you think of? You listen to Migos yet?
I have not listened to all of Migos. I just breezed through it, listened to a couple of tracks, but I have not listened to the whole thing. I did watch a YouTube video of them on LA Leakers. They did a freestyle. Mm-hmm. It sounded written, but who knows? It probably was. It probably maybe it wasn't, but it was actually pretty good. So if you had a chance to check that one out, it was just good to hear each one of them. It sounded like a song, because they all had their own little flows or whatever, but it sounded really good. And to me, I think that this Offset
Quavo.
I know what's the other guy's name? Man, it's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Quavo, Offset, and the other guy. I can't think of his name for some odd reason. You need to have to look it up. But to me, he's the sleeper. He's always been the sleeper. Great flow. He just sounds good. He seems like he always on something, but
yeah,
great flow. What else you got? Anything else you've been listening to?
That Cole.
Takeoff.
Yeah.
Why the heck that name just went by? J. Cole, great album.
I thought it was good. I can't call it great.
Was it better than his last one?
No. I don't think so. I don't think it was better. It started off real strong with the song with Cam. I mean, it's a good project. I can't hate on the project because I do listen to it, and I don't really skip around a whole lot. It's just I think I was looking for more substance from Cole on this project because so much has happened in the world. So I wanted him to touch more on political issues and issues that impact the community and things of that nature. Because I feel like he's in that vein, right? I don't expect Jay-Z to do it. I expect somebody like J. Cole to do it. And he didn't ask much. I kind of wanted some more snow on the bluff. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like he really let that out, and I wanted more of that. And some of it may just be the production to me. Like, I don't know. I
thought it was a solid album. Was it better than the last one? I think it's tit for tat. But I think it was pretty good. I mean, he has to grow as an artist, and he can't keep doing the same thing.
True.
So that's why I say it's probably along the same line.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I had somebody else. I don't even think I heard it though. I heard some of it, which is the voice of the Heroes, which is Lil Baby and Lil Durk.
I haven't heard that.
It's pretty good. Speaking of Lil Baby, we were just talking about it when I first came over. Lil Baby and Kurt Franklin got a song on the Space Jam album.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
I'm gonna go hard. He go hard. I like Lil Baby. I like how he's growing as an artist. So.
Oh yeah, Lil Baby he's a rising star.
Yeah.
I would say. I mean, he's already a star, but I say he's rising star, meaning that you're gonna have to start putting him in different conversations. Like he's rising above his peers.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, he's killing it. Right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's all I got, man. I'm tapped out for the week.
Yeah. Me too. I ain't really got nothing going on this week, really. Going to just trying to live life, man.
Yeah, I hear that. Same.
So I guess continue to like it, subscribe, comment, let us know what you want us to talk about. If you agree or disagree with anything that we're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Throw your opinions out there. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, good or bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. Let's debate.
All right.
So that's all we got.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Holla at y'all next time.
Peace.